much bigger problems. So yeah, have these guys been improved? Have- they have these maybe. Yes, these guys are improved. Ah, Bodos. Yep, I've got a few of them. What's their food involve? Stuff I have. All right, just previewing. Milk. They need the milk. So and the dried grod. Uh, so Corlex will have to come before I even think remotely about doing these guys. Oh, look, it's quality food. What's the quality food entail? Reasonable. Reasonable. That was one of the early less crazy ones. All right. Well, yeah, they are less crazy, but milk to raise the cubs is the key thing on not doing this particular upgrade path. As for the actual Mark 1 dudes, making the caged versions. Why would I don't know. A lot of it involves betting initially. Oh, hey, salt. So everything, the highest one before the... Oh, fiber? No. I think this might be what I go with in the end. Betting, food, and salt. Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Otherwise it would be like all the way back at like food here. But that's plans for later. To get gas bladders. And I will of course use the gas bladders. Most likely on the chlorine. Well, yeah, obviously I'm going to use it for the chlorine. I'm also going to use it for the rich gas rather than the helium. I'll start with an initial supply of helium because funkiness in the helium processing chain, oddly enough, at least what it used to be. I haven't actually looked at that chain yet, but there was, I think it was a building that required super alloy to finish the helium processing chain, but you need helium to make super alloy. So you needed to get a small amount of helium to start, and then be able to make the buildings to do the further processing of the helium. I don't know if that's still the case. It's probably still the case, but I have to actually look at it again because either way, to do further processing of rich gas, I'm going to need the serine. Do I need the serine at this step, or was that before? It might actually be before this step. I might be able to skip it entirely. If I can skip it entirely, that would be fantastic. Oh boy, I can skip it entirely. The serine is for the alien bacteria that get used actually at the dry gas stream step. So, yeah, I could just go straight to raw gas out of these and not have to worry about even needing so much on the super alloy. I think that's the case. I think all those buildings won't need super alloy. I could be wrong, though. Alright. So building this. Building this. That'll be a topic for after getting Corlex. I would get Corlex first, so I can add that to the bottom. Hey, we've added it. Hooray! It's on our to-do list. Where is my vehicle? All the way up there. Sure. Of course it is. So, what did I just, like, do at the main bus here? What did that extra chlorine get me? Slightly faster tech. That's what it got me. It got me faster tech. Ideally. In an ideal world, faster, more tech, because more circuit 2s. That's all that really means. More circuit 2s. Oh, hey. So, now it's circuit 1s. What happened to circuit 1s? Oh boy. It's not one thing, it's another. What happened to circuit 1s? That is a mission critical item. What did I do to my circuit 1s? Am I using them all? Are they still moving? They are not moving. I forgot to put the manure down the line after killing the Augs? Yes. That's what I did. So I don't have the urea because I didn't flip the manure line yet. I did, but I had a wrong thingy here. I had a wrong thingy here for the manure to flow to make the urea. Ah, boy. No, it's if I had the other urea, the fish-based urea, that would have been more sufficient for producing the circuits at scale. Because these need sodium hydroxide. I actually don't even need this anymore. I can just bring the sodium hydroxide in. It's like, okay, well, I have the sodium hydroxide on my network. I've got urea on my network. Technically, I can put fiber on my network. Just going down the line of the things that are needed to make circuits, and I'm getting to that point of realizing I can probably do a dedicated circuit factory and put circuit 1s on my network soon-ish. Soon-ish. I have to decide, do I have a fiber factory? Do I put fiber on the network? Do I put melamine resin on the network? Hell, do I put circuit like the PCB 1s on the network? Why are you still not moving? You're flowing. I guess I'm waiting on belt movement at this point. As it begins to flow again. Yeah, now it's just getting the urea down here. I don't like doing the cyanic out of the urea. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I would rather scale this up and do both, like, whatever I can. Ammonia cyanic. Because you need both in here. In equal amounts. That's why this recipe exists in the first place, but ugh. It's so much urea! It's so much urea that gets spent in this step. Making the melamine resin. Going into circuits, and then I have to wait for this to propagate and for this to go, shoving the belt line all the way over for the PCB 1s. It flows again! Hey! We'll start seeing this tech move in about 5 to 10 minutes. Once the circuits flow again. In the meantime, Where am I building this stupid Moondrops build? Where am I going to build it, and where did I leave the vehicle? There. Same place. Same place. It's always it has been. Can we please leave the mall now? I have spent over an hour at the mall planning and tweaking and getting distracted from the goal, which is to make Moondrops somewhere. The question, of course, as always, is where? Moondrops where? Very good questions. Very good questions indeed. Here, I guess. Extend the rail out further. Or even just here, just bring the rail to it. Yes, the moon! Moondrops on the moon! We'll build out here and extend the rail network. How does that sound? Just build in the middle of nothingness. Be completely unhampered by anything around us. And just build. Just build a thing. Okay, I should also, somewhere, have stone bricks, a regenerative heat exchanger. I'm pretty sure it has blue in it. Please tell me I have a regenerative heat exchanger. I don't have one, do I? I always forget what stupid tab it's under. Here. See, I knew it had blue in it. I knew it had blue in it. It's like I look for blue on that icon. This is why we carry these things around. Because I need that for the hot air. Anyway. I know I have this. That. Make. That. 95.1, yeah. I need the hot air version of this. Grab the other things that I need from here. You, and I should have the soil and washer and all that good stuff. And you. Yeah, stuff. Stuff things. 8. 8 beautiful sap extractors. 1, 2. Why am I even doing this? I have this. Like, I have this. I have this. This is the thing. Right here. This is the thing. Tuesday I will not have any more issues of running out of stuff. Why? Oh. I know why. Hey, the thing's coming. It's finally ready, huh? It is finally going to be ready. The beautiful thing. The beautiful and glorious thing. Again, this only needs 1, and yet requires 8 sap extractors. Like, huh? I'll have 2. And then how many was this? 6? 6? Good. Oh yeah, I know what's coming. I know what is on its way. And it will be glorious. Granted, it will take time to, you know, build the thing. But hey. Of course, the thing that I'm referring to is the wonderful Ocula that has been discussed a few times. Immortal, you have missed. The wood finished. Wood is finished. It is complete. I have the wood shall flow, and it is flowing, and apparently there's some amount of inefficiencies somewhere among this that are causing some amount of issue with being able to put 30 per second out, but anyway, it's theoretically supposed to be 30 net. There's something somewhere inefficient. Don't care at this point, anyway. And then planned out what will be the Moondrops. That's what I did. I have planned out what will eventually be the Moondrops. I have started Mark II Moondrops. Technically, they will sort of flow. I guess. I don't know what. Oh, that. Yeah. Doinky? Yeah, that's important. Also, the Renea is also doing a Mark II thing, and I tweaked some stuff. I had need for more chlorine, so I have made more chlorine and fixed issue with the manure line preventing me from actually making any stuffs. Yes, stuffs. Any circuit ones. Because, yeah, you sort of need manure for circuit ones, and I sort of didn't actually have a correctly facing underground belt at the end of that line to feed urea production. For my resin. Melamine resin. Yeah, that would kill stuff very quickly. Let's see. Next is so that's all the the biomass stuff. Make sure I do one of those right there. And this is a very, very, very simple build. Just by the way, I'm also planning around the idea that A, I do have Moondrops at Mark II, and B, that King will be adding in the improved breeding program for the Moondrops to get the Mark II modules going. I am planning around this. We shall see how unwise that actually is. 5 of these. Making these. The really icky part. Alright. So this is the really icky part. This is the icky part. That is also more than 15. Ugh. Alright. Okay, game. So you are saying I should have loaders to unload from you. That's what you're saying. Yes, that's what you're saying. Loaders. Loaders must load. And then I need to filter the actual Moondrop seeds. Filtering the seeds sounds better to me. Actually, I'll take that and, like, do this filter split down further. Yeah, so that's a thing. Thank you so much for the follow. It's nice seeing follows happen. Alright, that'll be the Moondrop out. That'll be biomass in. That just leaves the soil. Let's not forget about the soil on the input. 4, yeah. 4 glorious soils, consuming the entirety of the throughput of a water pump. One, 2, 4. Doinky, doinky, doinky. Whoops. Don't need that much. Seeds. Biomass. And soil. And manure needs to come in as well. There. Manure. Manure in with biomass. Is that how I actually want it to be? Yes. Now, the actual 24. These are really big buildings. 2 lines of 12 is a lot. And there tends to be this slight issue that ends up happening with spacing of these things. Does that particular recipe... Yeah, it's water. I'm going to make the bold assertion slash assumption that these are going to be the exact same fluid boxes, except that hydrogen is going to be flue gas. I am going to make this very, very, very bold assumption that that will be the case. Well, the recipe's fluid order has water and then flue gas, and then this one has water and then hydrogen. So, again, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you assume that things behave a specific way, and they actually don't. But I'll need to, like, reset the recipe here. So that I'll be able to add the proper recipe once I'm able to pick up the level of tech that I need. Wow, so that's 3. That's 3. And that's 6. Now, can you imagine doubling that for 12? That's big. It's big. It's big, I'll give it that. And then the entire thing mirrored once all the belt is in. So, the belt. This is why I'm very hesitant for these. Because I could do, you know, belt line up here. I mean, this is like almost exactly what I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to do the exact same thing I did just a little bit ago for the wood. Yeah, that's what I'll do. The wood build. Let's refer to you. Let's refer to this particular setup. This is actually going to be a little bit further down. So remember that this is the biomass manure. And this is the seeds, and this is the soil. So what I'm going to end up with in the end, this is actually also going to end up over this way. 1, 2, 3. And then no, it's not you, it's you. Not that far, please. Gosh, this is even more screwy. Because I do still need this as well. I'm just going to finish this and get it copy-pasted as best I can. Going into the other side. Cause that thing goes there. Oh boy, alright. Grab all of these. Make sure I have that order correct. A dead tree's in the way. Oh noes! Whatever shall we do? There's a dead tree in the way. Gosh, and then it's actually mirrored. So, oh boy. I don't have to do this at all. No, no. No, no, no. Doinky, doinky. Like, hold up. I only have to do that the once. There. And then the belt goes up. that, as I say, is that. So still need to do like all the inserters and stuff, but this is the belts all sorted on this array for the Moondrops. And as long as I don't forget about prioritizing the Moondrops that are output from the seeds and doing an input priority on those so that nothing ever backs up from that. Input priority, that right there. And of course, output priority back in to keep it flowing. Everything should be fine and flow. And with that, it is time to wrap things up for the day. So that's a neat little build right there. That is something that can be copied and pasted multiple times. Not certain exactly that that's actually the like rotation of things that I want, but in fact I'm pretty confident that that's probably not the rotation that I really want for there, but we'll go with it for now, because if I ever want to scale this, it'll be a little weird. Weird. That's the easy way of saying that. So, finished the wood build today. Finally finished the wood build. Everything after moss here. So this whole section down here, plus the sand, soil sorting stuff for the tailings. So all that just for the tailings to feed these beautiful buildings that apparently something is up with my CO2 production. I guess there's like somehow not enough. Somehow there's not enough CO2 production. And yet this is voiding. I guess I have to do the voiding all the way at the end. That's how I'll fix that, and that should get rid of this inefficiency here. But yeah, got through that, got the wood station done, did a bunch of tweaking of stuff up at the mall, and have built out what will be the build for the Moondrops. But there's not really too much point without having the Mark II modules for the Moondrops as well. So that might just be where we leave this for now. There's no real point in even doing like the train station either to do this, because, well, can't do anything until I get the modules going on it. So for now, that's going to be what that build is. Next time, we will move on. Ideally, we'll have access to that recipe next time that can make the modules for the Mark IIs, but that will take some time to get 40 times 24 of them. We have succeeded once in this stream at getting a Mark II Moondrop module, because that's the other thing I set up, was the Mark II Moondrop and the Mark II Renea. So we've succeeded once. We shall see if I have to succeed twice to get these flowing. And the Renea has not succeeded yet. The Renea is, like, not even flowing as of this time. Because of what now? Stuff. Don't forget the Mark II rats. Well, that will come. I can only do that after having set up Moondrop and Renea. The Mark II Cotton Guts, I have 6 of them now. I have 6 of them, but the scaling of them can't happen until after I set up dedicated Renea. for that. So yeah, why no seed? Oh, probably because the seed isn't set to collect from the warehouse. Oops. Oops. I will be fixing that, and that will begin to move next time. So, yeah, also, like, random other tweaking of, like, chlorine production and that sort of stuff today to get the circuits, both ones and two, flowing again. So I actually have tech progress now. Yay! Finally, some degree of tech progress for phytomining stage 2 because I need it to pick up the tech that has the Moondrop recipe that I want out of all this. So with all of that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube and have been enjoying the series thus far, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyandon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyandon and myself at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat. I will, of course, be back on Tuesday, where we will begin to move on to Renea, ideally, unless massive stuff in the universe changes, which is quite likely. I will, of course, see you all then.